Hello my beautiful peoples, how was your day? Today I'm going to be talking about harassment in the art community. I'll be talking about the toxic things artists do to each other, like false accusations or accusations of crimes that just aren't real, or people actually stealing things from one another. As far as I'm aware, I've never had any of my art stolen, and I have not been accused of doing something I haven't. I like to say that comes with a larger following, but sometimes big accounts like to pick on the little guys. The first thing we're going to talk about is art theft. Obviously, it's wrong to steal art. It's a problem if you take something from someone else and upload it on your own account. Art thieves are doing bad things. Theft is a crime. Art theft is a crime, as it violates intellectual property rights. However, the art community doesn't seem to give people second chances. If you want to start over, you have to make a new account. Years of work would be abandoned for doing one bad thing. Two wrongs don't make a right. Telling someone to go kill themselves or that they aren't worth the attention doesn't make you a good person. We need to be more forgiving, even if we remember what they did for the rest of our lives. You don't have to be bad people. When I was younger, I always complained that things weren't fair. In some places, things should be fair. In a courtroom, everything should be judged evenly. In an online drama, everything should be taken into account. However, being a shitty person is someone who made a mistake, or even a lot of mistakes, is morally wrong. It's fair, but it's nearly never only one person who comes after them and is mean. It quickly becomes unfair when tens, hundreds, or even thousands of people are coming after you. I originally wrote this script almost a year ago, and I'm now taking the ideas and reworking it. My views on tracing have changed radically. The first sentence of this section originally was, "I think tracing is fine, if you give credit." I no longer feel this way. I was either misled or just didn't state it properly. If you're tracing to learn, then that's alright. It would be better if you didn't post it, but if you have to for some reason, I don't know, you said you'd post once a day, then give credit. And when you give credit, make it a tag. Don't just say their name, make it a tag, both so that the original artist can know and so that others can look at the original. If they're on a different platform, make it a link. Someone will probably tell them or they'll just notice. I understand that other artists have different views on this and don't want their art traced at all. That's fine. I understand why, and it's your property anyway. If you want to tell someone to take it down, then please politely ask them to take it down in private. Don't send a witch hunt. Don't tell them they're a terrible person. Don't tell your followers unless they keep on doing it. When you do that, make it a warning and not a harassment campaign. If they refuse to change, you can report the account. You don't need to make a big drama out of it, so please don't unless you have to. Vent art is a sensitive topic. I don't normally draw vent art, and the few times I have, they weren't posted. I didn't post them because I didn't really want the entire world to know I was having a rough time. In addition, they look like garbage to me. I also don't post vent art because I don't want people to worry about me. It's your choice if you want to make and post vent art. I don't think it's wrong. Other people knowing that you aren't happy can be a great thing. It might mean that people won't bring up things that would upset you in that moment. People might try to support you and help you through this. If it's an issue with the community you're in or your fans, they might just fix the problem. I've seen a few people accusing artists who post vents of just looking for attention. It's a very small group, but it's still a problem. No one wants their feelings to be devalued. If someone was on the edge of hurting themselves, the last thing you want to happen is for them to be told off. Let's peruse that they are looking for attention. So what? I want attention. I'm sure you want attention. Most of us especially want attention when we're feeling down. Wanting attention isn't a bad thing. Trying to get attention isn't bad either, as long as you don't do something wrong. And your only argument about being wrong is that they just want attention. If you don't like it, scroll past it. Delete it from your notifications, or just ignore it. Finally, we're on to the last section. This section could easily be made into a video of its own. We're talking about the BS art thefts. First to the chopping block is palette theft. Have you ever heard of this thing called nature? I guarantee that any image you could give me, I could find something that has some of the same colors. colors aren't original. Obviously, I won't say that there are only a set amount of colors, but there are a set amount of colors that are distinguishable to the human eye. I went to the DeviantArt statistics, and they have 48 million users. If you assume that half of those don't make any art, because they're just looking for commissions or something, then there's still 24 million people on a platform that's quote-unquote old news. Upward of 10,000 artworks are uploaded every single day. Of course there are going to be repeated colors. This is mostly an issue with digital art. Say for example you were painting in real life on a canvas. If someone happened to mix the same color as you, would you be angry? That's the point. Colors aren't owned by anybody. Next is program theft. Alright, seriously, who came up with this one? Do you want everyone to learn coding before they can draw? Or do you want to put every single programmer in the world on just art programs? Plus, I'm pretty sure someone used that program before you did. This one is so stupid, I don't know how to explain that these people are wrong. Now on to style theft. I'll be honest, I don't know what my style is. I just draw. Obviously, some people do choose. But a lot of people, me included, just draw. We take note of little things that we think make it look better. Sometimes people like me choose for a specific project. If their normal style takes a particularly long time, they might not want to use it on the comic they're making if they want to post a page of it weekly. I did that. I didn't use line art for the longest time because I was too insecure to use thin lines, and thick lines didn't work with the rest of my style or how detailed I wanted it to be. It took hours to make a simple scene or character. When I decided I wanted to revamp an old comic series that barely got started, I decided that I wanted to try line art again. I tried a new way and it worked. It's a lot faster. I don't enjoy it as much, but now I'm a lot more likely to finish a piece instead of taking a break that never ends, because it just takes too long to get the good feeling that comes from completing it. The point is, styles just happen. Or if someone is trying to create a unique style for themselves, they'll take inspiration from their favorite artist. They might even subconsciously take inspiration. Fourth is pose theft. This one is like palette theft. There are only so many options. There aren't even as many options as there are for colors, unless you start getting into combinations of multiple people with different poses. Now, there is a case for this one. In some instances, if you post a drawing with 5 or more people who are all doing different poses, and then someone draws the same amount of people doing the same poses and standing in the same spots in relation to each other, then they might have stolen the idea. They might not have, but it's not unlikely. Also, you may want to look into tracing at that point. Finally, another really dumb one. I can understand where the others come from, besides program theft. The people accusing others of these are wrong, but I can see where they're coming from. But name theft? Really? How many Jameses do you know? How many Marys? In the US, there are 3 million Jameses. The average percent of Marys born from 1941 to 2018, which is 79 years, or the average lifespan, was 1.381%. With a female population of about 156 million, not including the male Marys that were born in the 40s and 50s, that means there are about 2.2 million Marys in the US. And you want to tell me that someone stole your OC's name? There were people accusing one another every day for this ridiculousness. I'm pretty sure these are just excuses to harass people at this point. They're just doing this for attention or to see other people suffer. There are a few young artists who truly believe these ones are theft, but that's because that's what they were taught. They don't understand yet. Anyway guys, thanks for listening to this first attempt at a scripted video. Thanks for watching, and keep on arting, my beautiful people.